What's up, everybody? Blake Scholar Magic here. Today I have another exciting deck for you. I just had this great idea. Let's take a card like Aetherflex Reservoir and gain just a crap ton of life, just in chunks. And then let's take that life and just slam it at our opponent's face. And voila, we have Arwen the Mortal Queen. 1 green in a plains, legendary creature, elf noble. Arwen Mortal Queen enters with an indestructible counter on it. 1. Remove an indestructible counter from Arwen. Another target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter on that creature, and a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter on Arwen. So, this creature is just going to come down as like a rock, like a 2/2 indestructible creature, right? With an indestructible counter on it, basically. That indestructible counter also has this ability for paying the 1, where you can put by removing that counter, you will put an indestructible till end of turn effect on a creature, and a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter that will stick on the other creature as well. And also Arwen will additionally get a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter herself, but she will lose indestructibility. So that's kind of the pull with this card. Really a headache to play against, I'll tell you that, because it's very hard to interact or block with this thing, because it's basically a combat trick on a card. So for instance, you swing in with Arwen, and for instance another creature, and the opponent is always wondering well, what are they going to do? Are they going to remove a counter? Are they just going to let this stick and let Arwen come in with an indestructible kind of effect onto my creature? It's really kind of like a guessing game. And also you can imagine that you can just gain tons of life, because Arwen is going to be slamming in, another creature is going to be slamming in, and we're playing 1/1 counters, so the creatures just have cards that support that and are going to make them stronger and stronger. So you're going to be gaining chunks of life. You're going to start at 25 life in Brawl, but then you're going to look down and you're going to have 50 life all of a sudden. And it's well, what am I going to do with all that life? It's I'm at 50, but whether I'm, ahead in tempo or not, that's another question entirely. Most of the time, Arwen's just going to get there, but what if you have to slog it out? What if you get to that 50 life and you don't really have a backup plan? That's where the cards come in, for instance, an Aetherflex Reservoir. That might just get us over the hump. We might just be able to slam this in when we have 50 plus life, and then just all of a sudden hit our opponents for 50 damage, which is a great effect. Additionally, let's think of a card like Angel of Destiny. Angel of Destiny kind of provides that alternate win con too. So this is an Angel Cleric, and what happens with this card is that basically when you do damage to an opponent, you and that player each gain that much life, so it kind of cancels itself out, which is kind of interesting, right? It's well, why, what's the point? Well, the point is that at the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life or more than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attack this turn loses the game. So that's not a hard criteria for us to get to. 40 life with this deck is kind of an easy ask. And then once we have that, we just have to have Angel of Destiny swing successfully onto an opponent and live to our end step, and then we'll just win. So that's kind of the major pull. Just think of chunky life gain, right? And then what we do is we just kind of support this with a nice accelerant, a nice 1-drop accelerant. So we're going to play Mox Amber because we have access to Felia, for instance. We have access to Bristly Bill, and now we have Erdon, which is a new card. So I'll go over some of the new cards here, and then we'll get right into the gameplay, because I know we like that too. So this is a nice one because it's just going to put on a counter right when it comes in the battlefield, so we like that. In addition, when cards just attack, this thing doesn't have to attack as a requisite. Just whenever we attack, a target creature that has at least one 1/1 counter on it will have first strike. If it has 1 or 2 or more 1/1 counters on it, it gains double strike. So this is kind of the card I was looking for Arwen. Is this and Inquisitor's Flail seem really appropriate, right? We don't have access to that card in this deck, but I do like the idea of Erdon kind of taking that spot. And maybe we'll play Inquisitor's Flail too, when we get to EDH. But for now, this seems very decent. We get a faster Mox Amber, and we have those sequences with Erdon. And then, of course, we're going to be putting those counters, so Arwen's always going to have double strike, or one of our creatures is always going to have double strike, and that's just kind of a nice kind of like Ember Cleave type of effect that we can get on a creature. So we definitely dig that. Definitely want to try that one out, and definitely gives us more life gain possibilities too, because if we're swinging in with a 7/7 Arwen, you know, for instance, or maybe even like a 5/5 so the creature doesn't die on the instance, or maybe just getting through with combat damage, then we're just going to get that extra life, which is just fine, you know, and that will help us along the way. Another card that caught my eye from Jumpstart, or this one's from Foundation, is the Ordeal of Nylea. And this is just an ultimate 1/1 counters card, and this isn't standard, so I don't know why people haven't really built around this card yet, because it's just constant value. It's just basically like a Luminarch Aspirant, so kind of think of it like that. And then once it has that criteria for those counters on it, I think it just needs 3 or more, right? Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then if it has 3 or more 1/1 counters on it, sacrifice this aura. When you sacrifice this aura, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. So it just basically becomes like an Entis Restoration without us having to sacrifice a land. And we're going to have those counters. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. We got the Cub here. We got Bristly Bill. It's just going to happen, guys. What can I tell you? We got Felia here just to put counters on itself. And also just blink back our permanents to have nice enter the battlefield capability. So all in all, I just really like the deck. Have some really nasty, like, you know, interactions here, like I said. Like this, the criteria for this is just to have 15 life or more, and then we just zero and exile this card and each artifact and creature our opponents control along the way. It's super sick. There's also another card, an honorable mention, I'd say. I think it's Avacyn's something or other. It's not green though, is it? It's let's just put life here. It's basically like a 1/1, and if you have over there it is, Serra Ascendant. As long as you have 30 or more life, Serra Ascendant gets 5/5 and has flying. So of course you have to play this when you're in EDH, because you start with more than 30 life. So this is a 1-drop 6/6 lifelink flyer, and that's sick. So, but other than that, I mean, this is a very fun and strong, very strong, easy brain, easy brain stuff, guys. Proliferate is also very important for this deck. So you have some sweet ones. While these one-of times, I'm less like a fan of the ones that are kind of like one-ofs, you know, ones and dones. I do like the proliferates that kind of get repeatable proliferates, like this Metastatic Evangel is absolutely bonkers, because whenever another non-token creature you control enters proliferate, and what proliferate is basically it will just add a counter to any other counter we already have on the battlefield. So there's the verbiage proliferate, choose any number of permanents and our players, then give each another counter of each kind they already have there. So our stuff just gets stronger and stronger, and of course, like, you have your cards like Hardened Scales, which is one counter, you know, synergies. Like, we put on 1/1 counter, we get an additional one, so it just gets our things a little bit stronger. So yeah, there's lots of card draw. I can't believe there's so much card draw in this deck. It's just, we got the One Ring down here, we got Return of the Wild Speaker, Rishgar's Expertise, Season of Gathering, we have the Great Henge. Momentous Fall is definitely a one to shout out here, because that actually will gain us life too. It might just get over the hump for some of these alternate win cons we have, which is, you know, sacrifice a creature with higher power, you draw cards equal to its power, and then you gain life equal to its toughness. It's fantastic. This deck has to be good. I haven't played it yet in a while, and I just kind of tuned this one up to conclude, like the Skycath Cub, and you know, I'd be remiss without mentioning those, because they're really all-stars. So here's a Generous Pup. You'll have to be watching out for this one, because whenever we put a 1/1 counter on this creature, this thing puts 1/1 counters on all our things at once, which is insane in the membrane. So that's a big scaling thing, right? And the thing about Arwen is you can actually activate her abilities if we proliferate extra indestructible counters. We can do those during our opponent's turns too, so that we can get our stuff like even like kind of cheat on this on a different turn other than ours, which is really nice. And then additionally, the Skycath Cub is just the doubling effect of this is really crazy, right? So the land itself just adding counters is good. It's on its own, but when that second kind, the second land enters for the turn, so for instance, like one of our fetch lands, we'll double the number of 1/1 counters on that creature instead. So this is a very fun deck, very easy and smooth to play, but I'd say that probably the hardest part is to kind of see like the exact number of counters that are put on a thing on a given interaction. Especially like with your cards like Branching Evolution, it can get really like complicated. Alright, so we go first. We have the talent. We have this cool Dryad or Druid, for instance. So I don't think we hate it. I think it's fine. And we have our Surveil land here, so we can... Delight to have fun. Okay, we won't be countering anything. Elves are fast, though. You know, they are very fast. Yeah, we'll keep the lands flowing. That's fine. This looks like probably just a Talon, I suppose, and save this for Proliferate. Once we get Arwen proliferating, we're doing very well, you know. Okay, Champion is very good, of course. Okay, Arwen is just really tough to deal with. I mean, the indestructibility counter is... Ooh, Nykthos is super good, though. Oh my goodness. That's kind of going to be getting a little bit crazy, guys. So how to play. How to play. Well, we can definitely kind of proliferate here. Or we can proliferate after, you know, once a counter is put on too from the Innkeeper's Talent. That might be something to try too. Make our squad kind of beef. Let me do this now so it doesn't get my priority all screwed up. And I think we swing in, right? Yeah. No, we do not want to swing in. Don't want this thing to get in. It says menace? Jeez. So we need to keep our power over this thing or we're going to be in big trouble. Yeah, those one-drop green cards are so good. Like the halfling, the bird, they kind of get you just rolling. Champion of Lambhole, I think Arena's kind of telling me that perhaps I need to get on that program. They're still there. That's a lot of lands for me, but yeah, I think I just need to stay out of this guy's range. Huh? I could put more things onto the battlefield, more threats, more blockers. Are these tapped lands? Does this make me anything? It just kind of keeps me out of the range, right? need to stay over the power of this thing.
Why resist us? Phyrexia offers purpose for all. Phyrexia fights as one.
This doesn't have vigilance? Oh, it does have vigilance. This thing has a death touch. Does this have vigilance? Is it because this thing has it? Wow, that's really good. Kind of in a game, huh? Scary. This hypo, ooh, that's gonna be lots of cards, right? Any creature like 1 drop, right? Because that's it, right? So I can't block anymore? Does it have to be less? To the face, huh?
Death is temporary. Phyrexia is eternal.
Well, I'm gonna be hard to kill. And I proliferated. I have 2 indestructible counters on here, so we're just gonna let that roll, man. I'm gonna start swinging on their face. You know, we just gotta kind of let it roll this time. Gotta get offensive. What a weird one, huh? Very weird. Yeah, that champ is getting busy. Their Nykthos is just out of control. Pretty good henge. Still indestructible here. I mean, the Hydra's growth is still good. I think that's the play. Just keep it up. I can block here, I suppose. That's going to be a big lifelinker. They might not be able to deal with it, right? I got to put it on Arwen. She's my only hope here. Because she just has, like, indestructibility built in, you know? Okay. If we don't die next turn, we have Rishkar available, which would be pretty good. Ooh. Spooky. I wonder if they'll just start swinging out. Triggers. Hey Rishkar, it's up to you, my man. It is up to you. Oh my god, that's a huge. It's huge. It's huge. That's a lot of freaking cards, man. Oh, is this something just win me the game here? Probably a Johnny, right? This will just screw their ass over. Yeah, they're gonna be so dead. That's just.
There is no greater treasure than quiet times with friends.
Oh, I just sent that into its stuff. I'm so sorry. What a game. What a freaking game that was. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Hit me with a subscribe if you're not subscribed. Just kidding. Hey, whatever, man. This is fun. Hit me with a like if you like that. That would be cool. Wily Duke, the Duker. Yeah, I mean, yeah, super sick. Should we just do this? I guess. Hardened Scales, Golden Hydra, Erdon. So many choices. I don't know what to do, guys. I need to get to my girl though, you know. I really do. So kinda wanna be aggressive though as well, you know. Don't wanna be too much of a stink. I mean 2/2 Hydra that's just swinging, or just Erdon as a 3/3. I like that, I think. No, we do the Hydra, then we get the Ordeal. I think I want to do that. Seems good, right? Because I'm just like putting counters on it. It's like getting stronger along the way. Just absolute ramp sword here. There, it's done. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful card, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Nice. Yes, thanks. Just like easy money, guys. Just easy money. Oh, that's pretty good too. Yeah, all nice. That's nice. Nice back. Good job. Whew. I don't know, guys. Seems like I'm just gonna kind of spew my hand out, though. Well, I messed that up big time. I don't think I need more lands. Yeah, I had my Temple Garden already. Bummer. So no elf. Could cost me. That's a hell of a card. Opponent is just popping off. I'll tell you. That's a brick. I needed that. I kinda needed that. Thank you, boy. Wow. This Wily Duke is getting lots of cards. Excuse me. Oh, we can start getting kind of offensive, I suppose, with this girl. It's going to be like kind of frustrating for the opponent, and I have Skrelv, so it's going to be problematic. So now this has double strike, which is really good. Drum. Sentinel. Cards. I want to see this card in action too. I want to kind of see how it works. Oh, they really went for that. I'll take one. Ooh, it's getting really strong. Okay, Generous Pup is pretty cool, isn't it? Don't want to have them draw, so I mean, I think this is just GG. Like, I just do pro white here and I just slam in for 22, you know? And they're just dead. Hey man, when it's going good, it's going good. I'm gonna tell you. It's going good. Let's try for a little better. Okay, we can definitely roll with this. Definitely. So intrigued with these like Light of Promise, Oath of Nalia, just really interesting auras that just like scale so well with Arwen because she's so hard to kill. She's like incredibly hard to kill. It's crazy. This is kind of a more interesting one with like the Heliod's. Oh my god, bro. Freaking Sovereign. I was waiting for a Sovereign game. Who are you playing against? Yarok. He's kind of a spooky guy. Kind of want to like maybe make a Heliod version. Or we can go right for it. Just go right for the jugular. Nice. That's probably not a bad play, right? Let's get... we'll be fine like this. Nope, I'm an idiot. That's okay. I like being an idiot sometimes. This is the backup plan. It's just to do this. If I was to play that, I was definitely going for the Sovereign. 100%. I just forgot how Fable Passage worked for the moment. Excuse me. Ah, the calf, the cub. Wish I had a proliferate to get another indestructible counter, you know. So let's just go with this, the one we wanted to do before. And just hit him. And we just have this available if we want to, you know, kind of pump up our Sovereign or save it. It's very hard to target Arwen, you know, and our stuff, and this has ward built into it, so. Okay, that's definitely a card. I was curious about the life gain portion of this, like the repeatable life gain. It really doesn't happen very often, but I really wanted Heliod to be kind of good. So we can consider something else. I still think this would be, though, pretty good for us as a lighter promise. So... There's really no reason to attack, is there? Should have buffed that up, though. New card alert. Still learning the new cards. What to get for like a Heliod, though? It's kind of a tough decision. Oh, that's very good. Probably like another proliferator, I suppose, would be fine here. Kind of what we're all about, so we can start swinging and getting power on our Arwen. Is this exile? Jeez. Great. We're totally gonna get ultimatums here. Dang. Sultai, brother. Yeah, this is like definitely an easy fix. Yeah, this did not look so great, did it? I played kind of poorly too, right? Fatal Passage blunder. It's kind of slowed us up a lot. Yeah, you can have Omniscience and Form-Clicks. They're just gonna get it back. River's Rebuke, opponent. You nasty boy. That just gives them the River's Rebuke. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Cool. By Heliod. I'll still keep the light because I think that's going to be fine. We gain lots of life in chunks. We're very chunky. It's kind of like what I wanted to play, like maybe an angel too. That get Resplendent Angel. Be fine. But let's get easy proliferates, right? Thirsting Roots is kind of fun. That's like a very cheap proliferate. It's kind of gets the job done, and I don't have to invest too much mana into it. Seems pretty cool. Alright, this will be the last game, and what a ride that was. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the deck and the commander. What an amazing commander Arwen is. I didn't even have to play the board wipes. Usually like I play some, kind of some board wipe action alongside the Arwen deck, but I don't think she needs it, man. She's the force. What a force she is. Okay, they're doing Omnath things, which is fine. Definitely doing Omnath things. We'll take that. That's fine. That's good. Let's go Virtue, Arwen. Wow, they're off to the races, huh? What a loaded hand. Okay, looks like they're gonna get some counters on their Omnath. Pog? That's fucked up, man. Sorry, I'm just sad I have to go against this card. It's just too good. I'm just not ready for that kind of power. I don't know why I got matched up against that card. They're kind of roping me in right now to the game. Kind of getting me into the downslide based on my last loss. I mean, this card is stupid. Stupid good. It's like, oh sure, yeah, please take another island. Please take another forest. Oh, and yes, you can be an 8/8, it's fine. Oh, that sucks. I got a plan. I got a plan. Yeah. Should I swing for the Gings? Do they know? Will they know? It's just free life, right? I got 2 now. Can make something else a little bit stronger too. Sure. See how they want to block. I'll just put the block in front, right? Gotta try to get to this fight rigging, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, did they draw many lands? How many lands did I get here? Too many cards, isn't it? No. Alright, yeah. I can't play against this card. It's a little bit too much value for me on the draw like that. Yep, see, I'm just roped right back in. It's like doing another game. Just like that. Just gotta get back. I gotta get back. Gotta leave it on the win. Oh, yeah. This looks much better. It's probably the starts I'm supposed to be looking for. We'll keep a note of that. The Hydra's amazing. All of these are just amazing cards for the Arwen. Typically you want to, I think, get your proliferate going though with a Sage so that you have the additional counter that you can divvy out, which is very, very strong. Of course the Hydra is just very good as well. Wow, that's a lot of proliferation, you know. It's just so much value. And definitely, we definitely want to have this come in untapped. I probably could have attacked before doing that, and that's why I'm doing this too. Because I kind of want to like see how to... I'm still learning the commander myself, even though I played her a couple times. Still kind of getting the hang, you know, so to speak. Like I could have waited to fetch that and got an additional counter here, because I'd be proliferating the counter. The Sage is a target too now. They go right to the beast. So how do we want to do this? They can just chump block right now. It's kind of bad for me, isn't it? Alright. Once again. Yeah, I'm just losing tons of value along the way. Well, that was fine. I don't have any mana left to do the trick anyways. Kind of gassed that this is a legendary artifact that Delighted Halfling can just cast freely. That was pretty awesome. Oh, Primetime. That's a great card. I don't know if Primetime can keep up with us, so now. Gonna be bringing a lot of pain. A lot of pain next turn. Going to be lots of damage coming his way. Be 14 damage, I think. Just on face value. I have so many counters just to remove. I think it's just lethal if they don't block. So let's see how they want to do it. Still have 2 indestructible counters. Yeah, we just have indestructibility here, so kind of a bad spot for them. That's a good card. Ah, Kodama is amazing, huh? They have trample now. They're over that shit. All right. Okay, what did we learn on this one? Probably a whole lot. Let's see this like exemplar. So this is like the new guy on the block. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter. Okay, that's great. So I just have to gain the life. I thought I might have had to, do any of this like sort of requisite, like put a counter on it, like manually, but it just does it through gaining life, so that's great. So we could even gain life on our opponent's turn when we're blocking if they want to swing on us. So that's fantastic. Okay, that is a cool card. I'm fine with the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed this this gameplay today. We didn't get sucked in too bad. We got really smashed by the Myth Weaver, but other than that, the game 1 and 2 was fantastic. So thanks for joining me. Head of luck for your guy, and I'll see you all later. Bye.